Hey guys, Robbie Webster here, and today I'm doing a mini Blu-ray collection update. And all three of the titles in this update are from Kino. And Kino is an awesome company that I just recently came across. They're a lot like the Criterion Collection. They specialize in classic films and restoring them to their highest potential, taking everything from the best source material possible. Alright, the first thing I have here is the SAP Head starring Buster Keaton, and this is actually his first starring role in a feature film. This movie came out in 1920. It's a silent film. It's a comedy. It's very good. I definitely recommend it if you're a fan of classic films or if you're a fan of comedies. It's about a guy who his father is the richest man in New York. And instead of following in his father's footsteps, he's basically goofing off, going out drinking and gambling and just being stupid. He's trying to impress his adopted sister, who he's in love with. Instead of impressing her, he ends up getting disowned by his father, and just everything starts to go downhill. But the ending of the movie is just awesome. I won't give away any more of the plot. Definitely check it out. I think you'll all enjoy it. And the thing I really like about this release is the slipcover. And I always like these slipcovers that go on sideways like that. Let me just show you the disc while I have it out here. Very cool. Everything looks really good. The artwork is good on this. Even the menu artwork is great. So definitely recommend checking this out. And the next thing I have here is The Devil's Needle. And this is also one of the ones with the slipcover that goes on sideways. I'll show you the disc on this one. This one comes with a nice pamphlet. It has some nice notes in there about each of the films that's included in this edition. This movie actually contains this release actually contains 3 films: The Devil's Needle, The Inside of the White Slave Traffic, and Children of Eve. And all 3 of these deal with problems in society back in the day. And these were all from the 1910s. A lot of times movies from the 1910s aren't really respected. People think that it was in a more innocent time, and so they don't think of these films as real, true artwork sometimes. But these ones are truly, like, they all have an agenda, a political agenda, and they're all good. They're all looking to reform things in society that were bad in the day. The first one, The Devil's Needle, is all about drug addiction, and it was very controversial when it came out. It has some pretty graphic scenes of drug use and stuff like that. It's about a man who becomes addicted to heroin, I believe, and he ends up trying to force it on his wife, and it's very intense. And the cool thing about this is that it was actually not available. It was available on DVD, but it only ran 9 minutes. So until now, this is the longest running of this film that's available. That's just based on some research I did before making this video. I was looking up some stuff on the internet. But yeah, very interesting. And all of the films on this release were actually taken from 35mm footage from the Library of Congress. So it was never available to the public before, which is very cool that it's coming out now on Blu-ray. The second film in this, The Inside of White Slave Traffic, it's a short film, and it deals with prostitution and some of the things that were leading to women deciding to become prostitutes. And basically the filmmakers thought there were a lot of things that people in society could do to prevent women from making these decisions. So that's what the movie was about. And then The Children of Eve is about child labor. It sheds a spotlight on the horrors of child labor, and all 3 of these films were very controversial at their time because a lot of things were being censored. But it's very cool to look back at something this old, over 100 years old in some cases, and to see that people were making things like this. Things that had true meaning and that weren't just, you know, goofing around and stuff. Sometimes you don't take things seriously that are that old. You think that it was very innocent, like I said earlier. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out this release. It's very good. And then the last thing I have here, this is a movie made by Derek Jarman. It stars Tilda Swinton. It's called The Last of England, and it's kind of a post-apocalyptic movie. It's a very strange and surrealistic film. The way it was made is different than anything else I've ever seen, and it's very intense. I do not recommend that kids watch this, that's for sure. And it's not for the light of heart, and it's not for the faint of heart, I should say. It's very powerful. It's considered one of the true masterpieces that came out of the 1980s. Honestly, I didn't really care too much for it, but I guess I don't really associate myself with it because it has to do with the fact that the filmmaker didn't feel like the England that he knew is around anymore. He felt that things were very changing under the leadership of Margaret Thatcher. And yeah, so I didn't really identify with it, so maybe that's why I didn't care too much for it. But They did an amazing job with this release, Kino did, and I love the packaging, internal artwork. You guys know I always love internal artwork on Blu-rays because most companies just don't do it, and it's something that I love, and it will get me every time. It looks great. Everything looks great. All the way down to the menu art, everything looks perfect. The picture and sound, just as good as it gets. So definitely check out Kino. You can go to their website. Go to their website by clicking the link below. Sorry guys, I'm stuttering a bit here, but I try to do all these videos in one take. I know this one's probably going to be cut up a little bit because I stuttered a lot, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.